Clever. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and this is a review of the Macie wig from Tony of Beverly. And this is in the color Warmth. I'm going to do a separate color spotlight video of Warmth, so if you want to know more about what that color is about, make sure you watch our CysterWigs 2 channel. And you know, while you're at it, you might want to subscribe to this one if you're not subscribed already. We go over a lot of territory here on the CysterWigs channels, so you don't want to miss any of it, particularly if you're confused or just curious about the wild, wacky, wide world of wigs. I don't know, there are lots of W's I could have come up with. I just figured I should stop right there. Anyhow, hi, I'm Heather, and this wig is adorable. I have done two things to it that vary from what you'll get right out of the box. One, I shook it, I turned it upside down very gently. I have a bunch of wigs sitting here, so I'll just show you what I did on this other wig. You know, you take it by the nape like this, you go, and you don't have to shake it hard. I'm literally just going like that. Not too robust or violent. I did that for, you know, a couple little jostles up and down, kind of like a shake and go. And then I changed the part to the right hand side because this is a full monofilament wig. It has a little bit of track in the back, I'll show you in a bit, but this is almost a 100% hand-tied wig. I'd say about 3/4 of the way hand-tied. And it has a full monofilament top. One of the beautiful things about a full mono top is that you can adjust the part any way you want, which is music to the ears of people who like right-hand parts, because most dedicated monofilament side parts, if all they give you is the part, tend to be almost always on the left. So let me go ahead and do a 360 with Macie on so you can see what she looks like. And check out how pretty and subtle this Warmth color is. It's very, very pretty. I gotta admit, I love this one. I love it right out of the box. I'm actually pretty excited about it. But I really, really like this wig. I feel like it's very easy to wear. Soft, feminine curl. You know, it's a deconstructed curl, kind of like what you'll get on Nora. But again, it's kind of like Kona, but with Nora's curl pattern, if that makes sense. So, and a longer front. It's like Nora's front a little bit. But beautiful cut. Hopefully that makes sense if you've been watching wig reviews and I mean, I know sometimes I'm just like, it's like this thing, and you might not know what either of those things are, but if you do, hopefully I'm speaking your language, our shared language. So anyhow, this is a beautiful, beautiful cut. I mean, I keep playing with it because I'm trying to show you how all the layers are constructed, and you can see that the curls aren't the same shape throughout. That's another thing they mean by deconstructed. You know, it's not uniformly curled. You're gonna get little bits of like a straighter texture throughout. I love that because a really super curly wig that has a big open curl like this all over is gonna be really big. Like, that is a recipe for huge hair, particularly when you have this much layering. So by making it slightly deconstructed, is particularly on the sides and in the back, it helps minimize and thin out the volume, just a smidge, which is nice on a heavily textured wig. I really like this wig. I think that it's very well constructed. Just kind of keep in mind, see back here, like I said, it's about 3/4 of the way hand tied. It definitely has tracks here in the back that go about up to here, okay? So just keep that in mind, but I like the cap. It's all hand tied here in the back up until about here on the cap. It's also got a monofilament top, as I mentioned before, and there's no permatease in Macie, but I am going to check the crown just to be on the safe side because sometimes it hides. Nope, no permatease. It just goes right into those cluster knots there in the back. So awesome. So if you're easily overwhelmed, and even if you think that as cute as Macie looked when I first showed her to you, she was a bit too poofy, let me show you what this will do. These wigs, because they're monofilament on top, will settle over time. So don't be daunted by that. Look how beautiful this front is. It's been styled slightly off the face, so no matter how I part it, the fact that it was steamed will keep it out of my eyes. I love a wig with a steamed front like this. Let me show you the rest of the cap before I move completely on. We've got felt lining the perimeter of that monofilament top. We've also got felt almost around the entire perimeter of the wig except for the lace front. So you've got felt here on the fuzzy felt ear tabs, a little bit of metal there. We've also got an extended felt nape with Velcro adjusters. There's elastic there. This is not a particularly stretchy wig. I think it fits kind of tight. So I would consider this true to average. And it's really easy to wear. I've not combed this or really done much of anything to it except for maybe play with it for a second and shift the part around. So again, that's really cute there with that steam. This is a cute wig. Very, very easy to wear. And unlike a lot of styles that have that sort of sloppy, chic, deconstructed vibe that is currently so popular in wigs, this one has a classic shape that doesn't just flare out at the bottoms. It's not completely flat on top either, which I love because when they're really flat on top and they poof out a lot here on the bottom, you get what I call triangle head. It basically looks extremely retro 80s. If that is the look you're going for, great. But if it's not, then you know, better I kind of give you a heads up about it. I personally I'm not a huge fan of the way that particular kind of shape looks on me personally. I do think though that this one, particularly if you play with the sides, look at that. It takes on a much more sort of rounded shape. So perhaps for that reason, this isn't the greatest for people who have really round face shapes, okay? But if you have a long face, this will probably hit you right around here. If you have a heart-shaped face or an inverted triangle like I do, and of course oval and diamond, this is going to be a beautiful shape. I also think that rectangular face shapes could probably pull this off pretty nicely too, because the length of it with the layering, it's part of this is bound to hit at your jawline if you've got a slightly long face in either of those two face shapes, or even oblong. And I think that all of this texture will help add some definition to that for you. So while most of the time we're like, oh no, really long face shapes should probably stay away from these mid-length cuts, I think as long as your expectation is that this one is going to fit you kind of like at the jawline, I think you're cooking with gas with this one because it's got such great layering on the sides. I really love this wig. It is extremely pretty. Hopefully that is coming across here in this video. So there you go. And if you want to see what this one looks like in coconut cream, I'll go grab it real quick so I can show you. And this is what Macie looks like in coconut cream. In case you're in the mood for a really light, unrooted blonde color. Look at all the layering! I really like this one because sometimes when the layers are too short or too deconstructed, the wig just looks like you stuck a fork in a light socket. This one does not do that. This one, look at that. Look at this over here on the side. It's just like tiny little curls. And these curls, even though they're deconstructed, still look like curls. That's pretty dynamite. So I'm Heather, I'm from CysterWigs.com, and I've showed you the Macie in two colors. This one's coconut cream, the one earlier in the video was warmth. Thank you so much for watching. You can find these Tony Beverly styles and lots of others at CysterWigs.com. That's again CysterWigs.com. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and have a great night, and hopefully subscribe. Okay, bye everybody.